We are just days away from the premiere of WandaVision, and I am so excited for this series. Of course, I will be doing weekly episode reviews and breakdowns, of course. But when it comes to this series, we know it's going to set up a lot for the future of the MCU, including S.W.O.R.D., which is kind of like the new version of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the MCU. And yesterday, Topps, in their game Marvel Collect, which is actually a really fun game that I play, they just released a bunch of cards for WandaVision. And some of the cards are about S.W.O.R.D. And, like, you look at this one, for example, it has the breakdown of the acronym of S.W.O.R.D. And it's just like how S.H.I.E.L.D. was Strategic Homeland Intervention, something, Logistics Division, something like that. This also has an acronym breakdown as well. But there's something very different about it that's may not seem important, but it possibly is. So you look at it, and S.W.O.R.D. stands for Sentient Weapon Observation Response Division. Now, you look at a comparison to the comics, and in the comics, S.W.O.R.D. stands for Sentient World Observation and Response Department. So, first of all, they changed department to division. Not really that big a difference, because I'm pretty sure it means like the same thing. But the fact that they changed world to weapon, that is something that, like I said, may not seem important, but there has to be a reason that they changed it, just like with division, which, I mean, it really isn't a big deal. But they could have just taken the same exact breakdown from the comics. So there has to be a specific reason that they changed it to weapon. And this could be maybe because in the comics, S.W.O.R.D. is basically just S.H.I.E.L.D. in space. So maybe in the MCU, it won't actually be an only space thing. Like, we know they are going to be doing space stuff, as we saw in the post-credit scene from Far From Home, with them working with the Skrulls and having the big space station. But maybe this means that they'll also be doing stuff on Earth as well. And then this also reminds me of the first Avengers movie. When we saw Nick Fury, he had the Tesseract, and he and S.H.I.E.L.D. were working on creating new weapons with the power of the Tesseract. So maybe they are doing that again with sentient weapons. And I don't know exactly what sentient means, but I'm pretty sure it's like space or something. So maybe they are, doing something with alien weapons, and I don't really know exactly what it means. This could also have something to do with Vision, with multiple plot leaks and rumors being that S.W.O.R.D. has Vision's body in their possession, and they're trying to bring him back to life and everything. So who knows what this actually means, but it is cool to think about because, it's just a littlest detail here, but we can pick it apart so much. And then also, just a quick side note here, we do have our first look at the official S.W.O.R.D. uniforms for the MCU as well, from another card from the Marvel Collect game with Monica Rambeau. And, it looks pretty cool. Nice, very snazzy and professional. You got the S.W.O.R.D. logo in the middle. Then it's like a white shirt with like a black top, so that's cool. Very reminiscent of Monica's Spectrum superhero suit as well, so that's cool. Kind of like some foreshadowing going on there. But other than that, guys, that is pretty much the update for today on WandaVision. Like I said, not anything too big to think about, but it is something to think about and theorize about. And it is interesting because there has to be a reason that they changed it from sentient world, whatever, to sentient weapon. So, guys, let me know down in the comments below, why do you think they changed the acronym for the MCU, and what do you think about this first look at the S.W.O.R.D. uniforms in the MCU? So, thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the Marvel life.